Hello everyone, I am Shruti Bodis, and in this video I am going to explain you the poem Amanda by Robin Klein. This poetry is taken from the book First Flight, Grade 10th. Here the title Amanda is none other than the name of a poor timid child who always longs the shelter, away from the brutal realities, away from the constant rebukes and scoldings of her parents. Let's see the theme of the poem. The more you nag, the less they hear. The poet would like to advise the parents that they should not be after their kids, as it would pave way to their ignorance. They would stop paying heed to the advices of the parents. Silence is golden, freedom is sweet. The poet suggests the parents that they should also respect the freedom of their kids. They should give them appropriate space. It highlights the failure of parents to rear their kids to be an accountable citizen. Parents should be discerning. They should be mindful and selective when picking battles with their kids. They must not try to control the behavior and doings of their kids. Because when they nitpick their teenagers for the trivial mistakes and things, then the children feel alienated, they feel withdrawn, disrespected, and suppressed, and it makes them an antagonist who is very hostile by nature. They start giving deaf ear. They became unruly, rebellious, and willful. They get strong willed and defiant to assert their reliance and decisions. This poem very well portrays the upbringing of Amanda and inordinate parental control of her parents. The parents constantly put excessive, unreasonable, and undue control in her doings. And that's why she feels so annoying and restless. Let's see the pen picture of Amanda. Amanda is an irate child who is very furious, angered, and wrathful, as she has stuffed her anger inside. She did not allow her anger to vent out, and she has become silent. She prefers to take refuge in her dream, imagination, and fantasy world. She eludes from reality. Dreams to Amanda are her gateway to calmness and tranquility. She always prefers to be away from nagging of her parents. She also would like to go away from her misfortunes and mishappenings. She would love to be lost in her fancy. Freedom of expression is denied to her, and therefore life is full of struggles, suffocation. It is too inconvenient. She feels it full of agitation and uproaring. She is also forbidden to do anything without seeking permission. She is unallowed and prohibited to exercise her power. She yearns for freedom and choice. She is an innocent and naive child, as she fails to understand the benefits of advice of her parents, and therefore she could not feel the love of her parents, as they always sound her to be the roaring parents. Let's see Amanda's mother. Amanda's mother is very particular and authoritative lady. She is disciplinarian and highly concerned for her conducts and manners to make her to be a refined child. She constantly put a check on Amanda's action and keep instructing her to not bite her nails, not to sit lazily, not to bend her shoulders. She also urges Amanda to be quick to finish her homework, tidy up her room, and clean her shoes. All these instructions make Amanda a very haughty, insolent, and unemotional child who prefers to be mute. Dreams, her refuge and harbor. As you know, Amanda feels extremely distraught, upset. Therefore, she prefers to keep a shelter which would be very cozy and comfortable to her, and dreams are her most loving harbor. During her dream, she assumes herself to be a mermaid whose half body is of a girl and half of the body is of a fish. Being the mermaid, she would drift alone blissfully, happily. She would swim carelessly and effortlessly. There are no efforts, there is no care, and she is all alone. Then she assumes herself to be an orphan child. She roams around the sea. She makes pattern of sand with her bare feet. She prefers to lead a hassle-free life. Then she dreams herself to be Rapunzel, the German fairy princess with long golden hair. So we have so far learned about Amanda, Amanda's mother, and what are the general practices of a mother. Let's have a reading of the poem for the better understanding. There are two segments you can see, all sort of instructive and annoying words are reflected at the darkest side, and in the blue there is the world of fancy and imagination of Amanda. Okay, let's see. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Amanda's mother is disciplinarian, okay? So when she bites her nails, she is instructed not to do. Hunch your shoulder. Hunch means to bend. Stop that slouching. Slouching means couching, okay? Sitting comfortably, lazily. Whenever these instructions, these words are heard by Amanda, she quickly switches to her dream world. She assumes herself to be a mermaid who is very joyful, who is very blissful, and who is all alone, the sole inhabitant of a huge, silent, serene sea. Then, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy up your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Now, all these instructions are unbearable to Amanda. So she decides that she should be an orphan. See the height of her, distress, that she prefers that parents should not be there in her life. Being the orphan, she would be carefree, she would be joyful, she would be free to do whatever she would love to. So she would make patterns of dust with her bare feet. The silence is golden to her, and her freedom is the sweetest. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged it. Again, mother is getting annoyed and trying to make her understand that stop that sulking. Sulking means grudging, grumbling. Okay? If you would be complaining like that, so anybody around would feel that I'm nagging at you. To these final words of the mother, Amanda quickly dreams herself to be Rapunzel, the fairy golden king, the fairy golden princess, okay, who resides in a tower. And in that tower, she's all alone. There is no voice, no instruction, and no people to check her. She feels being tranquil and peaceful. And she certainly focuses on the point that her bright hair, being Rapunzel, she would not let them down, as She always want to be the sole inhabitant. She is completely frustrated and fed up of the life and the people around. So children, I hope this explanation has given you a clear understanding of the modern youth, and you must be very well connecting to Amanda. Now, while dealing with your parents, you will surely be more understanding and positive. Thank you.